I also went to Cinderella at West Rocks Middle School this past weekend, and that was another really stellar performance by our middle school students. And I have to say, we talk about our high school students and the performances that they do, but our middle school students really raised the bar. I mean, it's probably the best performance I've seen so far by our middle school students. So again, I encourage all of you, if you haven't, this is over now, but I know Norwalk High School has Hairspray that's coming out, musical, in a couple weeks, if I'm not mistaken. It should be coming out soon, but it's really important for all of us to go out and really show our support for our students that are in the arts. That's it.
Okay, Mr. Barbers?
That's some really good news. I don't know if she's still in the audience, Tally, but a couple of us were working for a few years now. We've been trying to apply for a grant to get a teacher to come introduce Chinese to some of our schools, kind of as an experiment. And we were kind of trying to do it ourselves. We missed the deadline, and Roz McCarthy had applied for it successfully a few years ago for CGS. Anyway, Tally kind of jumped in and pulled it all together, and it was pretty complicated what we were trying to do. But anyway, she got it all together, got the grant in, and this week we were awarded the grant, or last week I guess it was. So we will have a full-time Chinese teacher that it's a program sponsored by the U.S. State Department, and the person gets a stipend and gets health insurance. And our Japanese teacher at Roten has agreed to be his teacher mentor. I've agreed to be the community liaison. And anyway, we're hoping to expose a number of our students, not just to middle school, but also elementary school, to some Chinese and get them interested and provide them as a feeder to CGS potentially.
Excellent. Excellent. Sarah?
I didn't hear anything about Renee.
You went last week. You were here.
I want to mention it again. It was really great, and I want to give Arkari, who is the drama person at Brian McMahon, just a shout out. Those kids did a phenomenal job, and all of the comments that I'm getting and still getting up until she's right here this evening was that it was nearly great. I mean, nearly as good as Broadway. Sorry, nearly as good as Broadway. So those kids did a phenomenal job. I believe they filled the house every night, all 4 nights. They did a great job. I also want to...
I'm sorry. She's being modest because her daughter is one of the townspeople and did an excellent job. Our wedding was excellent. It's like being a watch on Broadway play, so she's absolutely right on that.
Thank you for having me.
I'm sorry. I want to add my son was in it too.
Oh,
that's
okay.
Excellent.
But a lot of my library babies were in there. Christian, who was the star of the play, and watching these kids grow up and just seeing the changes, and I was just so proud sitting in that audience. I was so proud. I also want to thank Jordan Tanowski at NES and Craig Kreller. They've been, I know I mentioned this last week, but they've been going out in the community and just really making sure parents understand GO-Math and also the Common Core state standards. And I had a chance to watch them in action, Craig and some of the math teachers, last Monday. And several parents were able to get on the Chromebook and learn how that works. So sometimes I don't think we give some of the teachers the credit that they deserve. These were teachers that were out, not getting paid, just being part of the team and really caring about the parents and making sure they understand the transition. So I just wanted to make sure that was done.
Thank you. I'll also add that I was at Les Mis Friday night, and then I was at Cinderella on Saturday, and saw sort of the farm club at West Rocks that'll feed up into the great high school programs. And I had never seen Les Mis. I'd never seen the movie. I'd never seen the show. I knew it had something to do with France. And so it was a great way for me to learn what Les Mis was about with just some phenomenally talented students. I mean, some of them look like they should be on Broadway right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that was a lot of fun. Shirley.
And I went and I saw Cinderella at West Rock, and then we went and we saw Outsider at Pony.
Oh, great.
That was really, it brought back time when we were in school reading the book. I was like, and the kids on both shows, they did a wonderful job, and it was great.
Shirley, did we get a memo about the Outsiders? Because I didn't hear that the Outsiders was even presented. Did we?
It's a weekend, so when you have West Rocks, the middle schools,
Right.
they do it, and that was how we knew.
I didn't know. I mean, I think it would be, I would have liked to have gone. So I think it's important reaching out to all the middle school principals as well to let us know, to go through Brenda so we know, because I didn't know. I mean, otherwise I would have went. But back to Sherelle, I did go to Les Mis, and I have to say, I thought I mentioned it last week, but I guess I didn't.
Well, I wanted to mention it again.
Yeah, you did. You did.
Since you were talking about the other video.
And I think we're all going to these performances. I'm surprised we didn't run into each other in these performances, but they're all fantastic. So, Jack, did you go?
I'll tell you what.
Jack.
I'll tell you where I did go on Friday and Saturday. I went up to Troy, New York, to Rensselaer Polytechnic, and took my son up there to look at the school. Rensselaer was always one of his favorite places he wanted to go, and he got accepted, and we went to take a look at the school. And the reason I want to say this is I want to thank the district, and I want to thank every one of his teachers out there and all the jobs that they did to help him achieve his goal. And I thought about it, and I said, you know what, we have a damn good school district here. He's given so many opportunities to excel in so many ways. He joined the band, and he's won championships with them. He's learned how to play sax pretty well. He's played on hockey, and he's nothing to this state, all-state team playing for our schools. And to achieve his goal of being an engineer, being accepted to Rensselaer, it really made me proud. And his mom, I got to thank his mom. I'm sure she'll see this. But I really, really want to thank the school district for what they've done. I think they've done a stellar job, and I thank every one of the teachers out there for the job that they do. I can't thank you enough.
Thank you. Well said.